And we're live.
Oh, did you guys see Trump's taxes got turned over?
Yes.
Nope.
So apparently, I don't know where this is going to go, but if Trump is guilty, the case is fairly easy to make. The case is that he claimed his buildings were worth a lot when he wanted to borrow money, but very little when he wanted to pay taxes, right? So it's not hard for the prosecutors to compare his taxes to his loan applications and find him guilty. I've heard it called a paper case, where like there is no clever testimony or anything you can do to.
You can't claim fluctuations in valuation.
I guess it depends on the times there, like if they're the same day, then no. If they're 3 weeks apart, then now I'm confused. I don't know, right?
Yeah, I think he's okay.
I
That would be my defense.
I suspect he's super guilty, but I also feel like there's more than one justice system, and he's rich and he's powerful, and nothing will happen. I guess nothing ever seems to, but I don't know. It's interesting that his taxes finally got turned over. So there's two people going after his taxes. One is the politicians in the House, and they didn't get it. If they do, what they say on the news is that like it'll go public in minutes. Those guys are leakers. But who did get it were the state attorneys in New York, and they're not leakers apparently. So they're not convinced that you and I will ever see his taxes because of this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, my guess is he'll be A-okay.
Yeah, probably. Rich people usually are.
He always has been. So yeah, why would you think it'd be different this time?
The man's slippery. I think he's got a very bright future. I think if as long as like he doesn't get ill or suddenly pass away because he doesn't look like the healthiest guy, I think that Trump in the next 4 years, Trump is going to do some big things. I think that poll said that like nearly 50% of the Republican Party is willing to jump ship and be a Trump party.
Makes him powerful.
That makes him incredibly powerful.
But he's so old, man, and he's so fat. Like we've said it before, like those years in the 70s.
He might lose weight now that he's like. I would not be surprised if he lost some. I bet that job was stressful as fuck. Like this, say what you will about like. I think he's good at putting on a brave face in the face of stress or whatever. Like but clearly like he was eating to like deal with some like some stressors or something through this whole thing. Maybe the travel, maybe like I was gonna say like how easy it was in the White House or to be like, go get me this, go get me that. But he's had that forever. He's always had that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like he had that Diet Coke button in Trump Tower.
I mean, that would make sense. Like being under high stress, lots of people gain weight.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's got a bright
unhealthy
future.
He was. I might be.
He wasn't that fat back in the day.
This might be my bias, but I remember he couldn't drink with one hand anymore when he walked down that ramp at the West Point after is it called a commencement speech? Is that what he gave?
Something like that, yeah.
There were times when he looked really frail and old.
I didn't fault him for the walking carefully because like the downside to tripping is gargantuan, and the upside to like jogging downstairs is minor.
He walked like 1 foot always in front of the other, like like you do if you were hurt.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his lifts on, all the cameras are on him.
Yeah, maybe it's hard.
Whenever I saw him like walking down the steps of maybe it's the Capitol building, it was whenever like it was him and Melania and Obama and Michelle, and they were walking, I believe, down the steps of the Capitol. And those steps remind me of like the steps from the Joker or the steps from The Exorcist, if you remember how steep and scary those were. It's like, God damn, it's just like they're really falling off and they're really close together. Like I would be careful going down those stairs. I'm not trying to defend this guy. Like clearly out of shape.
I'm worried I'm over prosecuting. Maybe I'm seeing
I think it's somewhere
his
in the
worst
middle.
moment.
He's no Obama. He's not fucking like Obama could fucking looks athletic, especially in the White House. I mean, he was playing ball with like, NBA players, not he's competing or anything, but like they're back there like having a little fun little game, like running around, and he's got cardio and like
Trump's 20 years older and much, much, much fatter.
Yeah, out of shape, not an athlete or anything like that. But I don't think frail. I saw the water thing.
That was all the time, by the way.
Frail I think of as like very, very thin.
You know what my guess, like trying to play devil's advocate, he's got so much makeup on that like a dribble of water and he's got a Giuliani situation.
Catastrophic. I never thought of that. I thought it was a stabilization thing. Like he needed, like he shakes or something and 2 hands fixes it.
Yeah.
But
with the stimulants that he supposedly takes too, that makes you real shaky. Although if he's still on that cold medicine or whatever, and he's that heavy, that is incredibly unhealthy because his heart is always taxed, and he's got like it should be upping his metabolism literally by speeding up the heart rate.
Oh.
So he should be like burning. He should be losing weight. That people take that shit to lose weight, but he's like clearly gained weight in spite of it.
You're right. It'll be interesting if he loses a bunch of weight.
Yeah,
after the presidency.
We'll see. It's my prediction that he can win the nomination, but not the presidency. But we'll see. A lot of it depends. All these re-elections are really referendums on the incumbent. So who knows? Biden's had, I think, a pretty popular first 30 days. I don't know, whatever he's had.
He's got the kids in cages. AOC's giving him a lot of flack.
Fair.
He's not winning over the far left.
He's going to get us into...
His approval ratings are higher than Trump's ever were at any point in his entire 4 years.
That's the thing.
So he's gotten off to a pretty good start. But he's got like 3 years, 11 months left. Let's see, where this goes.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He won't be president for all 4 years.
I think he's... This always happens. You inherit bad things and good things. I think despite Trump really doing a terrible job, the first 50%, 75% of COVID, in the last days of COVID, it seemed like he finally got his shit together and the vaccine is rolling out. Operation Warp Speed or whatever he called it worked very well. And Biden inherited a cure to COVID-19. And now he's rolling it out.
They didn't even have the vaccine when I was president.
Yeah, he's rolling it out very effectively. I saw a statistic the other day that the United States is vaccinating more. They were like, the United States vaccinated more people yesterday than Canada has total. Yeah, and I think that's that happens every day.
Yeah, it's over. It keeps going up. Like I think it's like 1.5 million people a day now.
Like 10% of the United States population. I think in North Carolina specifically, someone who's a North Carolina resident is one of the 50 patrons, and he was saying that maybe they've opened it up like to a bigger group of people there already. Like you may be able to get it by now. I want that Pfizer vaccine. I'll say this: guys that are coming with me to Colorado, you really need to get your fucking vaccine. You know who I'm talking to specifically. I love you, man. I love you. You're one of my favorite people. You're top 50 human beings I know. Okay? Please don't be anti-vax. I don't even.
I feel personally
I'll
attacked.
still go on the trip with you, but if somebody else objects, then I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You have to tell me who it is.
I'll write it.
Oh, I didn't.
He says he's young, he's healthy. He doesn't
get those things.
He is young and healthy.
And he doesn't trust the vaccine. And I'm just like, yeah, but we're all going to be in a house together. And
yeah, you'll stay in the house the whole time though.
Yeah, but I don't know what what if he has it and he brings it in? I don't care because I'm going to have the vaccine. So I guess I don't care now that I think about it. Now that I reevaluate the situation. At first I was like, no, we all need to be vaccinated. But long as I'm vaccinated.
That's
I
the
get,
cool
like,
part about the vaccine compared to a mask, right? I need you to wear a mask so I'm safe. Apparently, that's how it works.
yeah.
But I need me to get a vaccine so I'm safe, which puts it on me, which is where I want it.
Agreed, 100%. Yeah, I guess now that I've thought about it a little more, I guess I don't give a shit if he vaccinates or not. I mean, for his own health, he should. But if he doesn't trust the vaccine, he thinks he's young and healthy, which is very true.
A lot of people that don't trust the vaccine like the J&J one more. It's built on traditional tech. It's one dose, and it's approved now. Maybe he'll like that one.
I doubt our boy likes flu shots. So like,
okay,
but I'm getting in line. I'm getting the fucking shot. I'm pretty autistic already, so what's the worst could happen? I go back the other way, be able to have interpersonal relationships again, and not count every square that's in a room.
I am going to use that line. Maybe it'll cure my autism.
yeah. It made me so autistic that it came back around the other way, and now I'm able
to get this vaccine and don't have the same meal 2 times a day for life. That'd be something.
It's like the Jim Gaffigan joke where he's like, he's so fat he wants to eat his way through to the other side. Just circle around.